Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe that we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the LA Chargers. To begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. Take it at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they get him down shy of the 20. Defense for Tampa Bay. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for it in run defense. A top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
It's early, but announce a cliche word here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games, too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. It's all right here. Buccaneers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And second down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Second and 10.
Here we go.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after the game is just one. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh.
Had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
That's one of the quarterback when you put both hands on your helmet and say, I can't believe I just did that. If he puts a little more touch on that ball, the receiver's still running. Instead, it's just an incomplete pass.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice play. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They had a good drive going their first time out, ended with the interception. The good news is they get kind of a mulligan because they're still at 0-0.
They certainly do. And you notice he spent a lot of time on the phone. You know, I know he wasn't talking to mom and dad on that one. He was talking to the eyes upstairs, talking to the coaching staff. Guaranteed. What did you see? What was I doing? How do we make sure that doesn't happen again in this ballgame?
To the left side, he's got McCarthy. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Working the middle of the field. He's got a complete. And he's going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, it's Hampton. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A run once more with Hampton. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Losing with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead of give up the middle. And he's going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And
the Chargers have 1-8 now on the year. They come in at just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players, and even silently asks for them to guide them into this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simple. Offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice man to hit.
There goes a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of
Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game and playing the Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. On 4th down, Herbert. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, and he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
at the 17-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. Touchdown! McCarthy with touchdown number 7 in the air. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
The losing streak can take on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do now. The key holding on to that attitude because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. What a turn. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are going to jump in. You understand the same. It's just like this calling run, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us. Well, you would not have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Second down on the yard.
A gain of 1. Turns up 2nd and 1. At the Chargers' 37-yard line.
They'll audible to something else. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Receiver complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
My running back right, Mike.
Red, cycle, set, ready. 33, yellow.
From the right, it's Brian Burlington. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Cade Otton from a yard out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments.
Ball tries to force it over. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Bucs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now a first carry here for their running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a play fake as it's set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
18 Cardinal. Captain 11.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Buccaneers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
19.
They'll look to throw here. And it will not get the connection.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They'll look to throw again. That's caught. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Back to throw again. And it's caught. And the Buccaneers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in the bunches here these last few plays. They moved right down the field. Just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Yellow, 43. Check.
Quick throw complete. Touchdown. Cade Otton with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he brings us out past the 22 towards first and 10 at their own 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And able to get this one across the 35.
The Chargers first down.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And shot through the 10. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. He was just need a yard here. Second and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
Herbert
second
now.
and
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
brings up third
That was
down.
all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. That's complete. And he is going to grab the Chargers first down, comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
First and 10 at the 40.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the 50, here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Credit Yaya Diaby with his stop.
2nd and 7.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. And Herbert, his 3rd interception. Julian Pitson. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as he gets this out past the 20-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways. But right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter.
19, 18. Go street. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18, 5 in. 79 Broncos.
They'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to let it go again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 33 yards.
First down, Tampa Bay.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Back to throw now on first down. That's caught left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Got a man in it. It's one stride. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll check this one down to Hampton. And he goes out right around the 39.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with the toe tap.
No doubt about it. As I keep running ballet score. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds. Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing in the coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And the throw will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is so low. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Okay, ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On the goal, this is Hampton. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock stops here with 56 seconds remaining in the first half. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Complete to McCarthy. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Herbert. He's got the open middle, and that's McCarthy. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Herbert. Over the middle of the traffic, and it's complete. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get it.
And that's where you're counting on the receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To the air again, Herbert. That is man complete. That's Hampton. Oh, he's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
A gain of 16 yards. That's another.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. And that'll be caught. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
What's up?
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air, really up around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 Lions.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. They'll get it in enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now they'll change things up.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? Looks like they're ready to go.
It's a solid footwork there as he'll take these down to about the 38. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
First down, Buccaneers.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is second and 6.
Second and 6.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. It's ball. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds.
A gain of 16 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. On first down,
Oh, shit.
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Green grass here, middle of the field.
Man, trying to hold on to the ball, accidentally push the lateral push.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
I was slick trying to speed boost and push R2, R1. I mean, R2, L2. God damn it, push the L1 button.
Different out attack on the extra point. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
13 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's a start. I think trying to get the ball to him a little bit more in the second half.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
2 yards. And it's third down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. It's complete. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's got a down line. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. Now the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Play action. It's Herbert. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Julian Love. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
God damn. My boy today.
That incomplete certainly slows things down a little bit. Brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Riggs. 70 Rangers. 18 Rattler.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going for the deep ball. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The drive begins with a carry by Hilton. Fast forward for only about a yard after the 20 line.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now it's Herbert. Open man is Waddle complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. And the Chargers are able to cover this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll put the lead down to touchdown.
What's going on?
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. There he goes left side. And finally he's out of bounds, but how about that return? All the way inside the 20 and into the red zone.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. Maybe I go out there and try and stop them. But boy, what a tough spot they're in.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And now we're trying to get a drive started here again in the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Knock the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, and try to keep going.
And try to keep that lead. And it's throw incomplete. And the defender all over in that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
19-18. Seven Pirates. Seven Pirates. Ready, ready.
He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth.
Ready, set.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Loss of 2. Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ready.
Hands it off out of the game. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll try again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. And mark him short of the goal line. A field goal will make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on fourth and goal. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Okay, ready.
Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on fourth and goal.
Franco 80.
They throw
Oh.
it wide complete. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. And so they get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, they could repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after getting their 6th the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just about wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better. Which side can step up in a certain sport or the other.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He will be very close to a first down. I see the close fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach, and now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Very quickly there, the flag was incomplete.
Under guaranteed, they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they need. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Well, this series could very well determine our outcome.
He was taken down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he fires one incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Herbert now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Chargers first down.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Bucs' 45-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And that'll be off for Murray. 2 far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That is picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts.
It ain't over. You can clearly see that.
Right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he gets this to a 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I actually had a development game right here,
After getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy.
but it was with the backup quarterback, so you know that was kind of tricky.
Taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
I think I got it, though, for real.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. There's a short one taken in by Allen. That'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about 11. Probably crashing the line here. Catches an over.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
19 Chargers.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Look in the middle of the field. He's got man complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a
Say what now?
I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now. looks like he'll throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of buying it up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
79 Broncos.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his good tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the one. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Keep it. And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should
No, that's my starter right there. I'm trying to get some rushing touchdowns with him so I can get that little goal.
Touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining. Boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Oh.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Dangerous return man showing it here. This is 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on them as they stop him for no gain. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
36-yard line.
Fuck it, why not?
They'll come up now on 2nd down. One last throw here for Herbert. And down he goes.
I definitely take that from him.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them.